Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Artur Zaborski. I am a Polish film journalist, and I have a great pleasure to host the Q&A session with Ida Weiss, the producer behind Beanie. Hello, Ida. Pleasure to have you here.
Hello, pleasure.
So I have to start with the obvious question, like what is the origin of this story?
Well, actually, the origin of this story gets really back way. In 1996, Sasha, the writer of Beanie, and me met on a script workshop. We were both at our 20s or so. And already at that time, Sasha mentioned that she would like to develop the story that was basically this story, but with a little bit different idea at that time. But then our paths also, went separately and so on. So in 2015, we met, and she said that she still has this idea that we talk about, decades back. And so we started to work on that. So in 2015, we made our first application for the development of this story.
Gotcha.
And then it took years again.
I really like this idea of clashing two kind of kids in your project, wealthy girl and a boy who is from a different class, who is from the different environment. I was wondering if it's gonna be like some kind of socially involved film that will allow to the young audience to see all of these differences that we are living in. Is it important for you?
Yes, very. I mean, this context was definitely very important, but not only in a sense that one boy is obviously deprived of materialistic things, and on the first place of parents who are not capable of take care of him, and on the other side, the girl who is from the wealthy family. But also this girl from the wealthy family is deprived of attention from her parents and some genuine friendship and so on. So it's not just there is this social context, but there is also, that it's not only about the social context and the materialistic side of life, but also the other values that we wanted to talk about in this film.
So other values like relationship between people, like definition of family, like definition of happiness, and etc.
Yes, empathy, very important moment of our film. Empathy, friendship, empowerment, self-confidence, quality time that we need to spend together. So these are all the values that we hope that are now clear in our final film, and that were our lead during the development of the project.
I really like the idea that actually you put in your film a boy and a girl. Usually when I think about that kind of films from my childhood, I remember that they were mostly boys' stories, and now we have this shift. Now something has changed, so I was wondering how this gender equality was important for you.
Very important. I think we are the generation when this is really, get into our conscious, and we are aware of that, and we want to, to keep on our mind all the time, also the gender balance and equality and all that. So it was important to avoid certain stereotypes that still exist, though I just was watching with my kids recently the sequel of The Croods. So, and I think this is going very radical in the way where the girls are the smartest, the bravest, the most powerful, and the boys are a little bit like, not so not so helpful, and not so much problem solving as, there would be normally in films, and it's good to see this kind of shift, though, we shouldn't forget that, that boys are still also very important, you know. So I think it's the balance that we need to keep, equal balance, you know, of genders. And I hope that in our film this is clear, that you know, that it's not a question of boys and girls, but it's a question of two children, you know, who are equal but different sexes, you know. So this is the something that we also wanted to achieve. Yes, but definitely, I mean, it's important to communicate that, and to bring role models, you know, that are changing these stereotypes and this perspective on genders.
I totally agree with you. In the description of the film, I read that it's connected with Christmas time, that the boy is dreaming to go home to his parents for Christmas. So I was wondering, is this some kind of Christmas story? Is this the film that actually you are planning to connect with that specific time of the year?
Yes, yes. The story takes place during the Christmas night. So our main protagonist, who lives in a youth home because his parents are not capable to take care of him, it's going to spend one night with the rich family, and he doesn't want to. He wants to go to his parents for the Christmas night. So during, you know, following certain events, they end up together on the streets, and basically the whole story takes place during the Christmas night, for the girl from the wealthy family and our main boy Eric. So we like to call this film alternative Christmas film, because it's not about the wishes that come true, but it's about wishing something to come true, but then other things come true that are even better than those that you were first wishing for, you know. So this is also what we were talking about before, that it's not just you know, the on one side the materialistic things, like the wealthy girl, she wants to have something very concrete, and our main boy Eric wants to spend the night, the time with his parents, but somehow they both get what they wished for, but in a different form, and this is even more valuable and more important for their future life. So that's why we somehow say that this is alternative Christmas film, because the wishes do come true, but in a different way.
But it seems to be like the very important message from the young audience, to stay open for what life can bring you, to not only stick to the ideas that you wish for, but as you said, to be open, forget them in a different shape or in a different way.
Yes, exactly. And I think it's also important that you know, that really this the really this quality time, genuine friendship, empathy, very important, you know, to be open for other people, you know, to allow yourself to be vulnerable, because this will, you know, also give you some inner power that it's, you know, that will help you to overcome difficulties and worries, and, you know, even when life is tough and unfair, and you know, there is a way, you know, if you remain empathic and truthful and look for genuine connections with people, you know. So I think this is something that we all find very important to communicate to our children.
Awesome. So Ida, in the end, I wish you to tell me what is the stage, what is the phase of the production, and who are you looking for during Kids Kino Forum?
The film is now in sound post-production, so the editing is locked. we are now working on sound editing and sound design and finishing the animation parts that are in the film. So we should have our master by November. And for Kids Kino Forum, we hope to find, of course, first of all, partners that would help to bring this film to the widest possible audience. You know, that we will present it there to sales agents, to distributors, to festival selectors, so to anybody who can help us, you know, to bring this film to the international audience. There is it's a 4-country co-production, so it's Slovenia, Luxembourg, Slovakia, and Croatia partners on this film. And so we do have distribution in place in these 4 countries, but we really hope that, you know, that the film will find its way to the widest possible audience. So this is the first goal we have with this film at the Kids Kino Forum, and it will be also the first time that we will show the film to the industry professionals. So it's by this moment, it's only the crew and the people who are making it saw it in some kind of stages, and so it will be also a little bit a stressful moment for the director and myself, you know, to show our baby, you know, and collect the impressions.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed for this great moment when the audience gonna know your film. Ida, thank you so much for being here. For congratulations for the project, and as I said, I cannot wait to see it. Take care.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.